And that takes us to the sport now with Brandon Cook.
Get your fill of the action. STV Sport, sponsored by Papa John's Pizza.
Good evening. Aberdeen boss Stephen Glass says he doesn't believe the decision which led to a Rangers penalty was correct and insists his side were unlucky to come away with just a point. The Dons were 2 up within 15 minutes, but the Glasgow side pulled it back with just 10 minutes to play. In an entertaining night of football packed with shock results and controversy, it was high fives all round for Ross County as they picked up their first win of the season. In a poignant tribute to remember a footballing giant, Ibrox, like every other ground across Scotland, fell silent. Once the ball was rolling, Aberdeen got off to a flyer. Christian Ramirez putting the Dons ahead less than 10 minutes in. And just minutes later, it had to be this man. Celtic legend, now Aberdeen captain, nodding in number 2. But Rangers fought back, firstly through Alfredo Morelos, then this, a controversial penalty, the Rangers captain converting.
In terms of being resilient at the other end, I think we were the whole night. It's strange to say when you lose 2 goals, but I think Lewis was so angry at the free kick that was given. I think you can tell it's probably not a free kick, and I've not seen that back. I've seen the penalty kick back, and that's not a penalty kick either. So to let in 2 goals at that is disappointing.
It was a miserable night at Dens for Dundee. This diagonal ball, dummied through legs, then picked up by Harry Clark. Outside of the boot into the roof of the net. A goal to remember, a celebration to, well, you decide. The Dark Blues will want to forget the second. Then a goal of the season contender. More slack defending put Dundee down by 4 within the first half. Regan Charles Cook rounded off the night, his second and County's 5th. Fans let their feelings known on the whistle. But for the tiny section of County supporters who made the 6-hour round trip from Dingwall, this was a moment to savour. The gap at the bottom has been cut to 1.
I think we're on a par with any club in the division in terms of that the area that we're around, but we've got to show it, and we've got to show that with points. I think what it does is it kind of vindicates what us as a staff are actually seeing on the pitch every week, and as I say, it's the evidence that we actually show that to the players, to give them that confidence, belief that they're actually as good as anything else that they play against.
Well, looking elsewhere in the Premiership, and Dundee United were held to a 1-1 draw with 10-man Livingston. This Nicky Clark own goal put the home side in front, much to the dismay of manager Tam Courts. But United pulled level just before half-time with this Peter Pollitt strike. In Perth, the rain was so heavy that they had a pitch inspection. That passed, and within 10 minutes of the first half, Liam Gordon, who today was named full-time club captain, put the home side ahead from a few yards. Hearts, though, who have been in great form, found a leveller just before half-time. After 2 defeats in a row, St Johnstone boss Callum Davidson says he's happy with his side's performance.
Encouraging. I think that's probably how I see it. I see just some young players coming through, getting better every week. Cam McPherson, I've got Murray Davison back, Craig Bryson back, Ali Crawford in the team. So the other one just need to get his Etu in the team, and my young centre-halves and that, they're progressing really well as well. So it's all positive. And that side, just we'd all like a few more points on the board, and we're going to try and start that on Saturday.
Rugby now, and Darcy Graham says he welcomes the competition for his Scotland place from newcomers to the team this weekend. Graham will fill in at fullback against Tonga, and he says the impact of wingers Rufus McLean and Kyle Stean is keeping him on his toes.
If you don't have that competition, you get a bit lax, and then your game probably doesn't develop as much as it can do. So competition is a good thing, and you need it. So Rufus has been training really well, playing unbelievable for Glasgow. Kyle's came back strong, playing really well, and Damo's been playing unbelievable as well. So there's that huge amount of competition there.
And finally to tennis, and Cameron Norrie has failed to reach the quarter-finals of the Vienna Open. The Scot was drawing 1 set all, but lost the final set to the Canadian Felix Auger-Aliassime. And that's all from me this evening. Do join me again tomorrow if you can.